Hello friends, welcome to channel 686. News. TV. If you haven't subscribed yet, press the subscribe button right now. The information is taken from open media sources. Today, I will share first news that I found on the internet. Take a comfortable seat. Let's begin.
Oh, what an explosive mixture of events. Snacks at risk, espionage, protests, arrests. What a fun Monday. I don't even know what to comment first. Should we start by saying that Cheetos and Lucky Charms should be banned for inciting kitchen sabotage? Or maybe this is all part of a conspiracy to get us to give up junk food and eat healthier. And what about these protests at the university? Palestinian students are rioting, a school president is testifying on Capitol Hill, and students are staging walkouts at the offices of tech giants. It seems that we have not just news here, but a script for a Hollywood blockbuster. And how can we not remember the altercation in Fani Willis's office? RapperYoungThug, court, top manager's office. This is some kind of surreal cocktail. Maybe they should settle their differences over a cup of coffee and a bag of Cheetos. Well, the lawsuits have begun again. Trump is Trump, always in the spotlight. Isn't he tired of it? If I were him, I would have retired a long time ago, would have enjoyed my golf courses and would not have worried about court cases. But about the rapper's lawyer, that's a completely different story. How can you be unprepared in such a matter? This is not some ordinary case, but an accusation of gang violence, murder and shootings. You have to be very prepared to win such a case. Apparently the lawyer had no luck with this case. But about the northern lights and the volcanic eruption in Iceland, this is something incredible. Can you imagine the northern lights over a volcano? This is some kind of fantastic landscape. And a video from Iceland showing this unique spectacle is simply amazing. It must be really hot there if lava has been erupting for 28 days in a row. You have to be very brave to make videos like this. And what's the story about the mayor of Washington and the Masters tournament? Did he write off the expense as a business opportunity? Well, we have a mayor. Apparently, he also likes to play golf. But at least he didn't participate in gang violence, murders and shootings like the rapper. We have at least some order in our city. In general, what interesting news. There's always something going on in the world. I hope that all these matters will be resolved soon and that the volcano in Iceland will calm down. And Trump will probably always be in the spotlight. Well, what can you do? Such is his fate. Wow, this spectacle is finally about to begin. The judge is in such a hurry that it seems like he can't wait to start selecting the jury. I think he's already started counting down the days until Monday to open this case. EricSha, what are you doing there at the Supreme Court? Maybe you should become a jury too. 7 jurors have already been selected, leaving just 5 to assemble the 12-member panel to convict Trump. Then they will still have to find 6 to make replacements. And in just 2 hours, opening statements can begin. I can even imagine how the jury will be greeted again in the courtroom. They will be asked questions, and then someone will not raise their hand, and Trump will complain that he is not understood. Judge Juan Moran does not give Trump's side a rest, but the laws of New York State are such that both the defense and the prosecution have equal rights. It's no surprise that Trump continues to defend himself at every opportunity. But who is this AlvinBrg who is following him so persistently? It seems that Trump has become the main star of the show, where all the other murderers and criminals are good for nothing. But Prosecutor Glass reminded jurors that this was not a political show, but a case of breaking the law. Well, let the fun begin. I hope the jury has the patience and sense of humor to reach the right verdict. After all, the fate of the former president is in their hands. Wow, what a legal representation. I think that if I were in the place of this former president, I would also be shocked. So you go to the courtroom, You think that you will be interrogated on some ordinary case, and then all the people look at you as if you were the main accused. No wonder this woman giggled when she saw who was sitting in front of her. And this former president, instead of defending himself, starts talking about all the murderers, rapists, and thieves. Well, that's his style. He immediately switches to politics, even when he's on trial. Maybe he just doesn't have enough adrenaline in his life, so he decided to have a little fun at the trial. And now you think that you have come to an ordinary hearing, and then a whole drama unfolds in front of you. It's probably like that movie where the main character finds himself in a situation that he didn't expect at all. In general, I would love to see this performance, and even with the former president in the title role. Oh, what a plot we have unfolding here. In Pennsylvania, there is no bun, but there are attempts to defeat the working class. Donald Trump did it, and Joe Biden decided to repeat the feat. But oh horror, this time he was faced with protests and anti-Israeli protests. A group of 15 people listens while the music plays. Applause roar are built. And here it is, the show begins. And here I see Joe Biden, surrounded by protesters and anti-Israel activists. They scream, they chant, they express their displeasure. And suddenly, I see that there are more than 15 of them. They are attacking it from all sides, as if the working class has taken over Hamas. Some even think Biden is doing a wonderful job, especially in the area of biomics. Anti-Israel protesters are everywhere. But if you don't like Biden's policies, you definitely won't like Donald Trump. And here he is, Biden, spending 3 whole days in Pennsylvania. This is indeed a long time coming. But the Keystone State is important to the Democrats' blue wall. And in the crowd I see people who voted for Biden, but are now saying they won't vote for him next November. This is some kind of political drama, the plot of a real action movie. And suddenly Senator John Fetterman comes on stage and says, Joe Biden just won another term. Wow, what a turn of events. Why do we follow him? Probably because he has such a style. Well, the crowd is, of course, small, but that doesn't stop us from enjoying this political show. So let's pack our bags. Whether we support Joe Biden or not, there's definitely some fun to be had. Wow, what intrigue, what a tense atmosphere. And this is just the beginning, my friends, just the beginning. Look forward to the next episode of the political series Pennsylvania. The struggle for power. President of Tuesday on a borough. Well, this is just a masterpiece. He talks about Alvin, who seems to be bragging, and then suddenly Jose Alba is pursuing him, and he is trying to defend himself. But no, in the end the charges are dropped, and then everyone follows him. Well, the plot is just worthy of a Hollywood blockbuster. And so yesterday Joe Biden, all, again at his tricks, trying to do something with an ordinary person, sees that he has gone to 20 depths, well, just like in the movies. And yes, he walks around, shakes hands, talks, takes pictures, in general, a complete set of how to become president in one day. And then the screen on the left, Moon Township around 3:30 in the afternoon, and he's at the gas station of the store, picking up sandwiches for construction workers. Well, it's just a classic. Who would he like, eh? On the way from the city, he also leads the guys with helmets at the airport. Well, it's just like in a thriller. But look at him, zero swagger. Just zero. He's like a robot. He doesn't know where he is, what he is. He just moves around. Doesn't communicate. Well, this is some kind of cyberpunk. And here is Donald Trump. Yeah, not surrounded by a campaign team, but President Joe Biden. Surrounded by staff who are showing him the way. In Pennsylvania, there is no bun, but he is there, trying to win the working class. Saw what Trump did, and is trying himself. But pay attention. Joe meets with anti-Israel protesters. About 15 people. Well, this is something from the Protesters and Protested series.
If you found it interesting, like, subscribe to the channel, and share your thoughts in the comments section. Goodbye until we meet again.